Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Tuesday afternoon, February 9th. We are looking at the SPY ETF's market profile here on Window Trader. Better day than yesterday in terms of trades and doing okay, but just a very, very slow day. Again, horrible tempo. I missed an excellent trade in M period as I pretty much missed the forest looking at the trees. And somebody in my room did take it, and I'll go over why I missed it, what I should have done, I believe, in a minute. Let's go to the other indices. So the Russell. So everything hits a new high today again, indice-wise, except the transports. Russell opens up, trades sideways for 4 time frames, and just explodes to all-time highs. They do finish 8 wide, not 9. That's end period. They go out with a double distribution day, as A's high to the day's low is the bottom distribution. M's low to the day's high is the top. So tomorrow you'll treat these as 2 separate days. Triple Qs also hit an all-time high today. They actually did it out of the gate with an open and drive as they opened and just drove straight up ABC to an all-time high. And then that was it. They just traded sideways. They do end 10 wide as they trade sideways. We had higher value in all 3 of these indices, in the Russell, Triple Qs. And now let's talk about the SPY. We open. Price probe was rejected. We got to such incredible mechanical levels. The day's low was the POC to the tick. D's low was the overnight low to the tick. We took out the initial balance high, but we took out the overnight low. So and we didn't ever got the overnight high. Incredible. We end. This is wrong. I have this in 3 or 4 tick increments. We only end 8 wide. Now, I'll go over my trades and I'll talk about what happened and what I missed and stuff. So in A period, I traded Wednesday's expirations. I took 391 puts twice. Both times, once against the price probe from C. I figured it failed the first time. It failed today. Maybe we wouldn't get it through the first time, and it didn't, and I did okay. And then I did it again. This time we got through it, and I lost on it. So basically a scratch on those 2 trades. Then I took, the best trade of the day I took really was in B period. I took a long in B as once we popped the top, I'm like, we should go and get yesterday's high. Actually, I took it before we popped the top. I apologize. Before we did. I got it opened up. It didn't pop right away. I took a nice, pretty sizable position, 75 call position. It popped. I was looking to get yesterday's high. Didn't really get there. I added some on when it came in. I went back and forth, but net, it turned out to be a very nice trade of the 389 calls since I started with a nice big position to start. Then I didn't do anything to F period as I figured, you know what? We can't go trend again. We're having trouble. I'm going to fade a new high. I did that on the 392 puts, which worked out. And then in H period, this turned to be out a decent trade too. This was with more market generated information. We took out G's low, stopped the 1 time framing up. Again, I had 392 puts. I was looking to get some more of a push down. Didn't get it. I added once or twice. Did okay on the trade. I had 10 left when I finally took it off in June. Did I hold it that long? I think I did. J period. When J finally took out I's high, I held it through H, I, and part of J. J took out I's high. I took off the last 10. I lost a nickel on 10 of them. So I did okay. I had 30 to start, and I added a couple of times. Now, that's all I did. Now, and it was a decent day. B's trade was very nice, and so was H's. If I put this in ones, I's low was only 1 cent below H's low, and it's also the POC. This is not the POC here. H's low is the POC. And I always tell my room, I said, one of 2 things are not going to hold. Either this is not going to be the afternoon pullback low, or this isn't going to be POC. Now, we were 7 wide at the time. I's low is 1 penny below H. So when we kept going up, I'm like, well, maybe I'll be wrong. But I said in M, I said, what I am looking for, and I actually went to Friday's puts. I said L's range was small. I said I would like to see M take out the overnight high, get no distance above it, and then I would look to take a put play because I think we could have a reversal bar and actually get back down, still have that in my sights. Well, guess what? We didn't take out the overnight high. We missed it by a penny. M period actually got inside K's high and the overnight high right in between by a penny. So I got very, very picky. I didn't take it, and then M started coming in. I'm like, well, maybe they'll go back and get it. And guess what? That didn't happen. And like an idiot, best describe it, I watched it. Yeah, I could have taken it when it took out L's low because the odds of getting it then were very good. Well, again, I didn't do it. I get what's the word I'm looking for? Frustrated that it didn't get the overnight high. I got frustrated that I didn't take the trade anyway. And I could have had a really nice trade. So, and look, once again, what I said held true. There's no afternoon pullback low. And the POC ends 8 wide at H's low. All right, destinations for tomorrow. Upside. There's two of them. Today's high of 390.89, which is a poor high, all-time high. And then last night's overnight high of 390.90. Which is basically weak against today's all-time high. For the downside, we have 389.17, today's low. 388.35, yesterday's low. 387.42, 10 wide from the 5th. And then 386.49, daily low, and filling the gap at 386.24, a 25-point gap. For the charts. Again, I just show you SPY during the week. Friday, I recap all of them. So the monthly in the SPY is chugging along, one-time framing up, very healthy for 4 months out of an inside month. The weekly, one-time framing up, 2 weeks. Came above a 4-week balance, healthy. Daily, one-time framing up, 7 days now? 7 days. Now, we didn't get much distance away from the previous day's high, but it's still one-time framing up. So it's going to be interesting tomorrow. If we come out of it again to the upside, obviously we have new highs and we take out hopefully the overnight all-time high. If we come out of it to the downside though, the key question becomes then, are we going to go and fill another gap and leave one below us and leave a poor high at the all-time high and an overnight all-time high as the all-time high? Those are the questions that would be left out there if we take out today's low without getting the high first. Great information in the room by everybody. I'm telling you, we have some spectacular traders in this room and good people. Come check us out, camelbacktrading.org. Have a great night, and we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.